Disclaimer: this is a work of fiction. Unless otherwise indicated, all the names, characters, businesses, places, events, and incidents in the story are either the product of the author's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. Ladies and gentlemen, you're all invited. Gather up. I'm going to tell you a story that will wake your imagination and curiosity. This is a black box recording from a parallel dimension. Chapter 1. Previously entering the training facility, I was laying down reading a book near a window. Sunlight rays were washing over my body, feeling warmer and safe, without knowing what was to unfold the following days. When I went to the training facility and I looked around, I remember yelling so angrily that I created that piece of art and those drawings, that they took my intellectual property without my permission, made tons of money, and gave me nothing but a life of imprisonment. As I was saying that, a woman turned the corner and with a handgun shot me in the back. I fell down, and it wasn't until the second shot that I realized that I was being injured. So I looked back and I saw her with a handgun pointing at me. After yelling in desperation and fear, I turned back again, and a man held the handgun, helping the woman grab a different pose, and shot me in the left eye. I fainted. I didn't realize I was shot in the left eye until I woke up from my fainting, and I was looking around. Paramedics were near me. They were trying to take the bullets out of my body and give me CPR and give me an ability to survive. They wanted to keep me alive. As I looked around, I saw some horrible creatures with horrendous shape, very tall, and horrendous face expressions at them. At first I saw them in front of me, but then as I got up and looked around, they were even hugging my legs, and they were around, kind of like in a superposition realm over ours, but I could see them. Nobody else could see them. So I grabbed a scalpel in fear and I started slashing from left to right, up and down. The paramedics got confused and afraid because I kept slashing all around me. And so, with the fear, I got up and kept slashing. All I can remember is that somehow another person showed up, and because so in such disarray and desperation started shooting at my body, I kept walking towards this person, left, right, foot. And after I got close and that person shot me a lot, I commanded her to the restroom. And in the restroom, I opened my left eye where I was shot, and we kept seeing all these horrible monsters inside the mirror, reflected as in what I was seeing. All I can remember later was that I was on the ground, and people were shooting at my body, and they were kicking me while I was on the ground. So when I gained consciousness, I was being driven in a truck, and they stopped near a bridge where a river was going through. I could hear the wind. I could hear calmness and stay. When I got put next to the bridge, I decided to jump rather than to wait until horrible experiences or a horrible future awaiting for me with this person and where this person was supposed to take me. So I jumped over the bridge and I landed on the water. I regained my consciousness, with the sunlight again. The sunlight rays washing over my body. I gained consciousness and got up. I looked around and it looked like a place where the river split and a lot of trash was near it and on the river. So somehow I ended up without my left arm, gunshots over my body. My left eye, I couldn't open it because I had the sunlight rays hurting my eye. I had a terrible headache, and so I wished this was all a nightmare. I closed my eyes, and nothing else happened. So I decided to get up and leave. I grabbed some plastic bags and using some paper and other trash to make them as my shoes, as well as a black trash bag that I used as a kind of a shirt. The only thing I was wearing was my blue pair of jeans. And so I decided to go back to the training facility and see what happened. So after a person drove me back, I went walking by the place I was staying, and in this house, everything was wiped. Everything was clean. Nothing was there, and no one was there. No papers, no documents, no belongings, nothing. So I just sat down near the grass looking at this place, thinking about all the moments that made up to this event and how I felt the urge to persevere, endure, and live, to keep finding meaning in life. After all, if I ended up surviving and living and telling the story, I will have gratitude for surviving, and this will be just a storytelling that will go through all dimensions. Persevering, surviving, living against all odds, against all that Mother Nature can throw at me, against all the evil. I will live and survive against all deception, against all misunderstandings, and against all lies being told to keep me away from people like my friends, women and men, and to survive no matter what happens and no matter how to go back, to put things back together and fix them. This is the end of the Black Box recording from a parallel dimension.